Hey guys, it's Rick, Paint with Rick today. Okay, here we go. I'm happy to see I got like 4 subscribers now. That's nice. I getting up there. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Today, let me. I got on my palette. I got a sap green, Payne's gray, yellow ochre, some brown, some blue. Let's do. Trying to find a brush here just to lay this out for you real quick. When I paint, I hope you guys learn from this to just, we're going to paint loosely on this one. We're not going to like try hard on it. So believe it or not, it comes out pretty good. That we're going to have some landscape coming from this way, maybe with distant trees and then or bushes, and they get bigger as they come this way. That we'll have some water come across here, and then another foreground coming across this one, and then maybe we'll pop some trees up here, and maybe another foreground behind this one. We'll pop some trees off here. I don't think I'm going to do anything back on the water today. We'll just blend our sky and water in together. So today, let's start out with doing our sky. Let's build our sky up here. What I do, I put a little linseed oil in a bowl, and I just use these chip brushes. I just dip it in the oil, linseed oil, and I'll grab some paint. You can just mix it in your paint if you want to. It helps get the paint to roll on your canvas there. But let's start with a dark sky up back here today, just up in the corner, and then we're gonna we'll put some color in there today. We'll put some blue underneath there, but let's add a little white to that today just to help it blend when we blend it in. So it's just not a straight Payne's gray up there. That'll help it blend in. Okay, now let's grab some blue. Any type of blue you got. I think this is brilliant blue. I'll just throw it straight on there, and then I'll add some white in there, and I'll show you how cool that is. Just throw it on there straight with a little bit of linseed oil to get it to go on the canvas. Straight out of the tube, brilliant blue. And then as we get down here, we'll lighten it up, but I don't want to lighten it up too quick because then the clouds won't pop as much. All right, so now with that same brush, just grab a little bit of titanium white and kind of grab some of this blue up in here and start dragging it down to this will be our horizon here, to lighten it up a little bit. That almost kind of looks like clouds, doesn't it? Appearing in the sky there. But we're going to blend it all in. So just bring that light color down to your horizon here. On the water, let's just grab, with that same brush, grab a little bit of Payne's gray. It has blue on your brush already, and then we'll run a water line across here. This will be our water here. We'll lighten it up as we come, but see how the blue's mixing in there with it? Create some water here, and then we know our foreground's going to be here, so we can stop right there. And that looks cool already, man. Let me make sure we're running here. I don't know. I'm getting a bad reflection in there somewhere. Let me see if I can put something up to block that sunlight. See if that worked. No. Needs to be over here, I guess. Bear with me. I want to block that light. It's when you got wet oil on your canvas, sometimes the lighting, it'll reflect in a weird way. So where's that coming from? Over here? Yeah, I think it's coming from, yep, back here. Okay, so let's put that back up there. That'll work for now. Okay, let's go. Keep continuing here. All right, now let's find a blender brush. I'm just using these chip brushes to blend as well. Let's kind of blend all this color where the blue and the gray is touching. Just kind of blend that in to get these colors to blend together here. We're going to put some clouds up there, so when we blend the clouds, it'll help blend that sky. And then here's what I mean about you add white to that blue. See how you get a different hue. Of course, it's going to lighten it up, but all right, there we go. There's our sky here. We're going to just have straight water back there today. Let's do some clouds. So with the smaller brush, it's a chip brush, you could do this whole painting with these brushes, believe it or not. I get like 20 of these in a bag for 15 bucks. So we want to keep our gray up here. Let's run a big cloud up here. Just tap in like what would be the top of a cloud up here. Just the top of it. Today what I want to do is, let's blend that one right now instead of popping them in. So what I do, I clean the brush off and lightly pull some of that white down and shape your cloud. And try and leave the top so it stays white up there. This is how you shape your cloud. And what it's doing, it's mixing with the color that's already on the canvas underneath, and it'll give it this cool, the cloud will have multiple colors in there. And if you leave the white, the top of it white, it creates this really easy cloud. And then what you'll do, you'll get a clean brush, and now you're going to blend the sky and just the bottom of your cloud in like this. Just lightly touch it. Just the bottom of your cloud and the sky. Don't touch the top of it. And that's how I create the clouds. But I usually like do them all at once. And then to fix your tops, just kind of re-tap the tops up here to make them the way you want them. I kind of killed all that white, but you could put white on here and do the same thing, but that looks cool. So there's one cloud there. Let's get our white again, and let's start one just below this one, and then kind of go up into that one a little bit, maybe up into this side here, because you want the clouds to look like they're in front and behind, so you just don't have splotches of clouds up there, right? So where did my blender brush go? I just use this one. All right, so now let's pull down some of this cloud and shape it. Same way. Just pull a little bit down. If you want the cloud bigger over here, just pull more of the white down. What we're going to do now, we'll wipe that brush off. I'll grab my blender, the one I was using as a blender brush, and now just do the same thing and blend that one in. Just very lightly. I'm going to have to hit the tops of those again, the brush. That must have been an old brush I was using. But that's how I do it. And then you can fix the tops of these by, if you tap it lightly, you might save some of that white value up in there. But there you go, looking good. All right, let me see how that looks in the camera. Still getting some light. I mean, maybe if I turn this camera a little. Get the, that's the one thing about oil paint when it's wet. There we go. It's a little straighter on so you get a better look. But you see how cool those clouds are coming out? Let's just do one more on the bottom for the sake of the video. I don't want it to go too long. So let's run one from down low here, kind of straight up into the sky here, right over this one over here, okay? Same thing, let's just pull a little bit down. A little bit of that white down, shape your cloud, right? And then we'll blend that in. That's an easy way to make clouds. Get your blender brush. Make sure you wipe it off every once in a while. Let's blend this cloud in. Just slowly blend it into the sky, lightly. If you have a blender brush, it works better. Then you can go over the top of your cloud too and give it a different look. See that? Looks like the wind's blowing on it. All right, we'll put a little floater down here at the bottom, and that's it. You guys can mess around with your clouds, but like I said, don't have like 4 clouds up there that aren't touching each other. It won't look good. We'll make this one look like, see, it's going to go behind that one, so we'll make a small one down here. Just barely put the top on and pull down a little. This is going to be a small cloud down here. And then we'll blend that in, and we're going to start on our landscape here. Just kind of blend it, the bottom into the sky, and lightly go over the top. I'll pull that cloud back into the distance, okay? That's good enough for today. Let's do our landscape now. So with your chip brush, whoops, dip it into your, sorry about that. Dip it into your linseed oil, and we're gonna grab, I got 2 types of sap green here, a light one and a dark one that I put black in it. So we're going to use the darker one for the trees, but the lighter one we'll use to tap in some kind of landscape here. So on this side, just tap in some sap green and then pull the bottom over, and then we'll create some kind of land over here. You can scrub it in so looks lighter, so you can see what's going on here with the ground. These are kind of like bushes here. And take a paper towel, and then you can wipe away just underneath your bushes at the angle you want your land to be. And it gives you an idea how it's setting in there. Let's grab a little bit of yellow ochre on that same brush you use and just throw a little yellow ochre in here. See, we want to paint loose like this, and we want different colors in our grass, so when we go to blend this in, it'll look cool. Let's do this one now. I'm going to try the darker sap green I got, since we're coming closer now, and just kind of tap in some bushes. Wow, that's really dark. Okay, these will be in the shade. This is kind of like the viewer will be standing in here. Let's pull some land here. When you do this, it kind of gives you an idea what the ground's going to look like. Just helps your eye. Let's throw a little yellow ochre in that, see what happens. Lighten it up a bit. Even I got a little yellow here too. See what happens. Change the color of this grass. Put some brown down here too, just a little. Just to change the color. Alright, now we'll work that here in a little bit. Alright, let's pop some trees in here real quick. So with hopefully you've used the fan brush before, we'll run some trees up here behind these bushes with our dark sap green. I just mixed a little black with the sap green, and look at this dark color I got here. So let's start with a tall one here at an angle, kind of like in the middle. Pull our trunk down like this. And now let's put some branches on here. There's so many different kinds of evergreen trees, but this one will kind of do like a spruce, I guess. So at the top, start off small, and we'll just put these branches kind of going straight out like a Douglas fir. You can like put some you don't have to, you can have some blank spots in there too if you want. And you can either come straight out or go down, but you know what a tree looks like. So let's tap in our branches down here, get wider at the bottom. All right, I like that. When you come down on your tree, just come down, keep hitting the camera, come down one time, because if you try and rework this, you're going to ruin what's there already. It's just, it won't look good. So let's put one like right next to it. This is at an angle. This will be kind of like a little in front of that one. And just slowly tap your branches. Don't go fast. Just get wider at the bottom. And these two are going to kind of mingle together in there. So I think the more trees you put in, the better. So let's put one over here a little smaller, because it'll look like it's going down a hill this way. I'll tap in a small one here. Just like that. Don't overwork it. Just that'll work. Let's Let's put one over here on this side. I'll put a tall one over here. Put it in front of those green bushes. And same thing. Maybe this tree's a little different. It has more branches. I keep hitting that thing. It's going to be a crazy video. Well, at least you're getting a good idea of a layout here. Let's put one over here. Same type of tree, we'll just make it thicker. I almost got my chart done, so when I start making these trees, I can tell you exactly what type we're putting on. So some trees, you know, they'll have the bowl of the tree showing like that, you know, when you're out there. These trees could get huge, like 5 times taller than a house. So, but for today, we're just going to run them down to our bushes. Like they're not that old of a tree. They're just starting out. They're maybe 50 feet tall. They're not like 100 meters tall. All right, I like that. It's looking good. So let's fix our grass back here next. Let's wipe some more green out. Get this to blend in a little better. So let's take a little of that dark sap green we got, and we'll pull a little like dark color into this grass, just a little, just like that. And then we're going to blend it all in now. So with a brush, just lightly start blending in this grass. We'll bring all these colors together. Just like that. We can blend a little bit of this to see what it's going to look like. It's looking good. I'm going to fix these bushes now with the dark sap green that we got. Let's make this bush bigger here because it's really down here in the front. And then we'll keep these small going back towards our evergreens there. Just like that. Since these are in the shadow, we're not going to have much highlight on them. It's going to be dark, so. But if we want to lighten up this grass just a little bit, just let's throw a little white in here, and then we'll reblend it. And then it'll lighten up our ground a little bit, okay? Just like that. Try not to get too close to the bushes. So lighten up your grass by using just white. And we're just going to blend this in now. Cool, I like it. Let's pop a bush down there with our darker sap green. Just a little bush, okay? Just a little bush. All right, cool. Down here, I guess we got to finish this off. We'll get some of our lighter sap green here and just get some grass back here. Just like that. Okay, let's put some points on our trees. So with your knife, just grab some of the paint that's already down here and just pull on the center of your tree to create the tops. If you don't want them, you don't need to do it, but it just looks cool. All right, we're looking good. So if you got a smaller fan brush, we're gonna run some white back here on our water because we want that to look further in the distance. So just a little bit of white on a fan brush and just kind of go across the back here. Gotta have a steady hand for this. You can bring a little bit forward. There we go. It's looking good. Easy painting. Easy painting for hopefully you guys, if you've already got some painting abilities, this will kind of give you an idea for a landscape to do. And you can add in whatever you want. So now with a liner brush, just dip it into your linseed oil. We got so much dark color up here, I don't even think you need to dip it in anything. The oil will pick up the color on your bushes, and just let's pull up some branches all over the place here, in between your trees, even up in here. You can pull some branches down here on this bush, every which way but loose. I don't know if you ever saw that movie. It has Clint Eastwood in it, but pull some branches, and that's all I'm going to do for the video, but we got to put some birds up here. So we'll put one down low, like he's going to fly through here. So there you go, guys. I'll finish this one up and throw it on my Instagram, but that gives you a good idea of a cool landscape here in Washington. I see this kind of stuff almost every day where I live in Seattle. So there you go. Give it a try, and I'll see you on the next video.